Hello everyone, we are Group 26 presenting you about the project that we are going to build. The name of our project is Heart Disease Prediction using Machine Learning Model. Firstly, I am Abhijit and I am going to give you an overview of our project. Basically, we are going to build a project that can predict whether the person has heart disease or not. As we know, heart disease is a leading cause of death worldwide, and early detection is crucial for effective treatment. Therefore, in this project, we have developed a machine learning model that can predict the likelihood of an individual developing heart disease based on various risk factors. Our heart disease prediction project is a prime example of how machine learning can be used to identify individuals who are at high risk of developing heart disease. This project involves the development of a predictive model that uses machine learning algorithms to analyze data and predict the likelihood of an individual developing heart disease. The project typically involves collecting and analyzing data related to various risk factors that can contribute to heart disease, such as age, gender, family history, smoking, hypertension, high cholesterol, diabetes, and obesity. These data are then used to train a machine learning model that can accurately predict the likelihood of an individual developing heart disease. The primary goal of our heart disease prediction project is to help healthcare professionals and individuals identify the risk factors associated with heart disease as early as possible so that proactive measures can be taken to prevent its onset. Our heart disease prediction project is a collaborative effort to help healthcare professionals and data scientists aimed at improving the overall health outcomes of individuals by providing accurate and reliable prediction. Thank you, everyone. Now, my next teammate will discuss about the furthers.
Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Myself Nabil Shattas Khan. I am from Group 26. As my previous teammate told us about what is predicting heart disease um, using machine learning, I would like to discuss about why predicting heart disease is really important. So in our present world, we can see many people are being affected by sudden heart cardiac arrest or heart diseases, which they have actually no idea about. Although we have some ideas about the symptoms they face and their age or their medical issues or something like that, it will help us to predict the heart disease. So why is it really important? First of all, it's a really challenging task. It's not really easy. That's because you don't have the clear idea whether he will surely get a heart attack or he or she will get affected by a heart disease. Therefore, it's a challenging task. However, if we can predict, we can actually make the prediction, which will help us to realize whether the further treatment is made effective. Uh, we will have the treatment in future, and we'll have to make sure it is effective or not. That's because when someone is being diagnosed with some heart disease, he or she can, get treatments which is not necessary. So by predicting, we can make sure the treatment is made effective. Secondly, I would like to say that it's important. That's because it's an important subject in the section of clinical data analysis. As I've just mentioned before or said before in previous points, it's a really tough and a challenging task. But if we can predict correctly using machine learning or some other ways, in our task we will use machine learning. If we can predict, it will be really important and it will be really helpful. That's because it's one of the most important subjects, as the predicting is quite tough. Third point, I would like to discuss about the prediction. If we make the correct prediction, it can prevent life threats. That's because, as I've just mentioned, if we make the correct prediction using the data necessary, uh, it can prevent life threats. Or if that's because if we can predict that he will surely have the heart disease, or heart disease is imminent for him, or what sort of heart disease it is for him, the prediction will help us to give him further treatment, effective treatment, as I've just mentioned the first point. So it can prevent life threats. We can actually save his life. In in fourth point, I would like to say that it's overall, to sum it up, we can say that it's about to make sure quick diagnosis. I mean, the prediction will help us to predict or choose whether the what sort of diagnosis, what sort of treatment is necessary. If he requires early treatment, we should provide him early treatment, and of course, constant observations. Everything, these 3 points can be known or can be realized if we can predict the heart disease properly. So thank you for everyone for being patient and listening to me. The next things will be discussed by my teammates. Thank you everyone. Allah Hafiz.
Hello, I'm Shaya Sabrin and I'm going to present how we are planning to work with our project. The first step of the process is to anchor the dataset with several health parameters which are going to project the heart condition of a patient. Then we need to process the data to make it fit and compatible with our machine learning algorithm to learn. After that, we are choosing a logistic regression model to train our data, which will give the probability of our patient's heart condition. The reason for selecting this is because logistic regression uses binary classification method. It is a supervised learning algorithm that categorizes new observations into one of two classes. And in our project, we are going to identify whether a person has a defective heart or not, which is like a yes or no situation. So after feeding the logistic regression model with our training data, we will do some evaluations to check the performance of the model. Then we will introduce new data to our trained model. This way, our model will be able to identify if there is a heart defect or not. That is all from me. My next groupmate will explain the rest of the project.
Hello, I am Raman Biswas. I am going to present reduce heart disease using machine learning in future. By analyzing data of a person like heartbeat, weight, height, gender, radio frequency score, etc., we can build software and projects like home diagnosis machine. That project could collect regular data and give advice according to their health. If there um, if there being any problem, that functions will provide near hospital's location, create database, and hospital database can give emergency vehicles number like ambulance hospitals relatives can give some notification to person whom need to know. First of all, data visualization and data analysis of the target variable. Data visualization is the practice of translating information into a visual context, such as a map or graph, to make data easier for a human brain to understand and pull insights from. The main goal of data visualization is to make it easier identify patterns, trends, and outlines in large datasets. The term often used interchangeably with other, including information graphics, information visualization, and statistical graphics. Secondly, build a project by analysis the data by defining the question, collecting the data, cleaning the data, analysis the data, sharing the results, and uh, then giving basic treatments by analysis by using machine learning by analysis data of heart rate, pulse, and so on. Then shows the nearby hospitals. We'll make change to our system by linking the hospital database and show in maps which hospitals is in nearby. Provide emergency numbers. Providing emergency numbers like ambulance, hospitals, relatives, doctor, and so on. And provide emergency numbers. And lastly, leave a pop-up notification. Patient will receive a notification of their heart condition, their pulse, and so on. Thank you everyone.